Bam, bam, bam. Welcome back to Nando Talk. Sorry for taking such a long break since the end of last season, but we are back, ready to roll, and locked in with some great positivity about these Miami Dolphins. I know, with the Tyreek Hill talk and the Jalen Ramsey rumors and the questionable moves this season, you might be wondering, how can you be so upbeat about this team? The NFL draft is 1 week away. With the Dolphins picking at pick 13, we are ready to bring in some new, fresh talent. I love the NFL draft. It fills you with hope, renews you with energy, and you're just waiting for those magical rookies to come into this roster and bring in some new life to this team. Today I'll be covering round one and what the Dolphins should do, or what at least what I think we should do. That'll set the tone for round two and round three, which I'll be covering Saturday night. Stay tuned for that video. I'll also be having a new microphone for that video, so that'll be awesome. We'll be covering round two and round three Saturday, and I'll be covering some of the other rounds as well. Probably, well, Sunday's Easter. Monday, this upcoming week, I'll be doing some mock drafts, covering the rest of the draft, and just really gearing up for what I think the Dolphins should be doing. I'll be naming some player names, of course, but for the most part, I like mocking or projecting positions, okay? The Dolphins and me might have different draft boards, but as long as we both agree that in round one, we should be taking a corner, an offensive lineman, a defensive lineman, or a safety, really secondary or lineman, honestly, I'll be happy, okay? Whether it's Will Johnson or Javon, we shall see, okay? But we will know who we'll be getting. Maybe they take Tyler Warren, maybe they go BPA. Regardless, I'm confident that with the strong round one, even if we trade back and acquire more picks, which is kind of what I want to do, but we'll touch on that in a bit. With the strong round one, the strong day one, we can gear up for a strong push. I know it's a little early to be saying Super Bowl, but I'm not afraid of the Bills. Never am. That's a stupid thing to say, I know, but I am ready to roll. So let's get some nice rookies. Let's compete, and let's kick the crap out of the Bills and the Jets this season, and the Patriots. I meant to say the Jets and the Patriots, but why not? Let's just dominate the AFC East. It started with free agency, but to really push through, we need the NFL draft. So without further ado, let's get into round one. If you're tuning in from here, round one of the NFL draft is really where the Dolphins have to shine. This is where we have to stand out and make sure that we knock our picks out of the park. In round one, we get to set the tone, and we really need to secure either interior offensive lineman, preferably guard, corner, secondary. Well, really in the Miami draft, what we really need to get, guys, is a cornerback, interior offensive lineman, safety, D lineman. Yeah, maybe some linebacker help in that order generally. I want us to go corner in the first round. Will Johnson would be my preferred guy, but as long as we get a cornerback, especially with the Jalen Ramsey news right now, we really need that extra juice. We need that extra buzz. So get us a lockdown guy. If Ramsey stays, even better. But I am not too comfortable with Cater Kohu. Don't get me wrong. I love Darth Cater as a CB3, not as my CB2. Similar to when we had Nick Needham rocking along. Loved Nick Needham as a CB3. Didn't really want him as my cornerback too. If we get Ramsey and a young corner, that'd be awesome. If we have no Ramsey, we need a first round talent to offset that loss. If we let this go to safety, Malachi Starks would be awesome out of Georgia. Without Javon Holland there, we've got some decent safeties right now, but no true bona fide playmakers. And Malachi Starks is just that, a playmaking machine. Left and right, up and down the middle. The guy is everywhere along the field, and I'd love to see us add that kind of juice, especially from the Georgia Bulldogs. But at 13, safety, I know you just said Fernando, corner. Corner's a little different than safety for me. Malachi Starks is definitely worth that kind of pick, but in an ideal situation when we're not taking corner, I'm trading back in the first round, hopefully towards like 18 to 25 and accumulating hopefully a second round pick. If I have to, maybe a third and a fourth, but I want more picks in this class if it's not a corner. If it's not Will Johnson or a top end corner, I really want the Dolphins to trade back and allow us that flexibility of acquiring more talent. If we can acquire another top 50 pick, let's say we go from pick 13, we go all the way to pick 20 or 21. Let's say the Steelers want to trade up for Shadur Sanders, who's falling. Okay, the Dolphins trade 13 to 21, and hopefully we acquire a second round pick out of that. Then we would be able to add a little bit more juice, get some more flexibility, take BPA, in the first round at the new 21 pick, whether it's corner, safety, or interior offensive lineman, and then use that newly acquired second or third round pick, hopefully second, to fill out the other position. We went corner round 1. Okay, we go interior offensive lineman and we go safety in round 2. Bam. That's the kind of moves I'd like to see the Dolphins make. Get a little bit more talent. We're in a bit of a roster flux right now. We've had some players retire. We've got some aging vets. We need some new young blood. And the more picks, the better. All right. That's the reason why maybe the Dolphins should think of trading Tyreek Hill. Hence why I'm not wearing the customary Nando Pit Viper sunglasses. But that's a conversation for a different video. As of now, the Dolphins just need to secure round 1. And I know in the moment I was hesitant about my draft order, but now, no, it seems clear to me. Our needs: cornerback, guard, D lineman, safety. And then after that, just give me talent, okay? I don't want the Dolphins to do any reaching at pick 13. Find a partner to dance with if we can't get our guy at 13. Trade down and hope he's still there. I need the Dolphins to play this smart. Greer. Mr. Greer, I'm wearing the serious glasses. Play it smart in the draft. Don't be dumb. Field offers. Trade down instead of reaching. Trade up when one of our guys on the board is still there. Don't just let them fall to the wayside as we always do in the second round. Please be active. This is a big draft for the Miami Dolphins. Big draft for us fans too. I don't want us to do any boneheaded moves and maneuvers. I mean, that seems to be typical of the Miami Dolphins at times, but you know me, guys. I believe in these Fins. Every now and again, we have a pretty standout draft, and if this is one of them ones, my God, that would go a massive way for this Miami Dolphins team to come together and really perform. So please, please, Greer, knock this draft out of the park. Let's get a strong round 1. Get a Will Johnson, get a Malachi Starks, or trade down, acquire more picks, and get the best player available of need. That's what the Miami Dolphins need to do. Best player available or draft need? Draft best player available of the positions of need. We have so many positions of need right now that it's pretty simple for the Miami Dolphins to say, hey, corner, safety, guard, D lineman, whichever the most talented player that falls to us in the first round, that's the guy. If none of these guys are particularly talented or if they're just not good enough on the board, trade down, man. It is not a bad draft to trade down. We've got some depth and we've got enough positions of need, unfortunately, that BPA, a position of need, is the way to go. So Greer, have at it, man. Be smart. We've laid out the foundation. Saturday night, we'll be talking about what we should be doing in rounds 2 and 3, but it's all contingent on what happens round 1. To the point that after next Thursday, when we finish round 1, obviously I'm going to talk about who we have drafted, why I like the pick, why I might not like it. Probably like it, you know me, guys. I'll find a way to like it. But that guy will determine who we get for the rest of the draft. So in that night, I will also be talking about the quick pivots for round 2 and 3. But stay tuned, guys. We got a lot more content coming at you. We're back, ready to go. I feel the creativity flowing. I've got the new mic. This was a bit of a pretty penny for me to throw into, but it's to force me to start recording again for you guys. I'll be doing more edits, shorts, draft coverage, going back to training camp in a couple of weeks, well, months now, and getting ready for year 6 of the season tickets. I'm excited for this, guys. The channel is coming back alive. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for staying subscribed. And to anybody new watching, welcome to Nando Talk. To everyone else, welcome back. I'm ready for the show. Let's go. Fins up, chins up. I'll see you next time. Thank you.